Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is athletic trainer John Sagersey alongside me, video coordinator Scotty Schmidt. Goes by Schmitty. He'll be doing the play-by-play today. Lovely day here in Daytona Beach. We got Covenant Prep and DME Sports Academy regional team here. Scotty, how we doing?
Good, John. Look forward to doing this game. Hopefully DME can get a win, get back on track. Ball goes out of bounds off DME. Turnovers on Charles Davis. It'll be Coventry Prep's ball. Number 11, Edwards, only a junior. He'll pass it off to McCree. McCree comes up top, dishes to Johnson. Johnson back to McCree. Sean Merrill on defense, back up top to Johnson. He'll look to drive, gets a pick. Dishes to number 11, Edwards. Edwards back to Johnson. Johnson dishes it off, blocked by Chris Gow. Rebound, Coventry Prep. Looks to reset, dishes it back into Royal, who makes a nice find to Edwards.
And that's a nice block there by Chris Gow. DME's got to do a better job of closing out on the rebound there and taking advantage of that block.
See how DME responds. Sean Merrill drives, backs it back out. Charles Davis will reset and line up the offense.
Covenant here in a 2-3 zone.
Turnover by Craig Roll out of the horn set. Coventry will look to push. Craig steals it back. Nice dish to Sean Merrill. Sean will take it. And short on the layup, but Craig Roll gets the rebound, passes back out to Davis. Davis blows by a defender and blows the layup as Coventry Prep will look to push in transition. Davis will look to slow down the tempo here.
DME out in transition early. Can't get these layups to fall. They got to do a better job here in finishing.
Talked to Coach Matt Panaggio. He said turnovers and offensive rebounds that his team allows really allows the other team to other teams to stay in the game or run away with it. It's something they've looked to in practice to fix this week. And we'll see how good of a job they do on that as we get into this game. As Chris Gow and Arthur Gobert with another block. And DME will not look to push much. Matt likes to set his offense up and try to get wide open shots for his team. Charles Davis dishes to Sean Merrill. Merrill back to Davis. Davis to Roll. Roll gets it inside to Arthur Gobert, who skips past to Sean Merrill. Sean Merrill for three, no good. Chris Gow attempts to get the rebound, but Royal, the second leading scorer for this school, Covenant Prep, has some interest from Rollins, but nothing concrete yet. And one, Johnson on the fine, great pass from McCree as he finds Johnson, and they'll take a 4-2 lead with one on the free throw line still to come. John, what do you think of the call?
I don't know. Got the body down there. Really wasn't paying attention, if I'm being honest here, Schmidt.
Free throw is up and no good. Chris Gow with a rebound. Comes out in the trap. Turnovers, Charles Davis. Johnson with the steal.
Good job there by Davis, altering the shot and ultimately getting a steal there. They do get the offensive rebound. People are watching and not boxing out there. DME's got to do a better job defensively of boxing out.
2 quick fouls for DME early in this first quarter.
Big in this game, however, we have returning to the regional team Marshawn Esters and Mohamed Shaban, 2 very talented guards, adding a lot of energy and on like a almost on coach or on the floor coaching like abilities. Yeah, exactly.
As Z checks into the game for Craig Roll.
Laziz Talipov.
DME will come out in their press break. Arthur Gobert will pass it into Charles Davis. Davis will look to go middle, gets it to Sean Merrill. Sean Merrill throws it up, turnover.
Looked like a foul on that one. Refs didn't catch. He had a arm locked up on Sean Merrill. Ball stolen there by Gow.
Edwards with the turnover. Charles Davis looks to push. Pushes in transition. Off the wrong foot, no good. Rebound, Covenant Prep, and they'll look to push. Lamar, back to Edwards, back to McCree. McCree, fire from deep, no good. Sean Merrill gets up for the rebound, and it'll go out of bounds off Lamar. DME basketball.
Checking in the game here, Shaban and Esters, the two we mentioned earlier, both had some ankle issues prior to these games here.
Nobody open as Z sprints middle, gets it to Shaban. Shaban throws it back to Z. Z avoids the trap and throws it back to Shaban, but he travels. Turnover DME. A lot of turnovers early here, John. That's the first 4 minutes of the first quarter and averaging over a
3 or 4
per minute.
Turnovers, yeah, exactly. DME's got to clean it up here. Very low scoring game, 2-5, 4 minutes in.
DME's in a man-to-man here. Johnson dribbles to the left wing. He'll get a screen coming from Lamar. He'll look to drive. Arthur Gobert forces a pickup, dishes inside to Royal with the spin move fadeaway and gets it to fall. The senior, second leading scorer on the team, gets it to fall.
It's a good move there by a big fella.
7-2 lead here early as DME still looks to break this press and get an easy bucket, and a floater from three-point land as Covenant Prep will look to push again.
I like to see Z dribble that one in, look off the guard, either go up or dish it off to Gow. He had a 2-on-1 opportunity there. An ill-advised shot on that one.
Royal gets inside easy again, gets his own rebound, blocked by Shaban, but a foul's called.
Another opportunity where DME just fails to box out, need to put a body on someone. Everyone's just looking up at the rim. As soon as that shot goes up, box out, whether it goes in or out, you know you're going to get the rebound.
And Craig Roll, one of the smallest guards on this DME regional team, is actually the leading rebounder at just over 4 rebounds a game. I've talked to Coach Panaggio, and he said it's something that his bigs don't take pride in, is rebounding. So we'll see how Chris Gow and Luau can get in this game rebounding, as Royal has dominated the paint early for Covenant Prep.
And Craig Rawls, standing around 5'8", probably 165 pounds. He plays with a lot of energy. He's very strong for how small he is relative to these other guys, and he just crashes the boards. Does a really good job on just crashing the boards, boxing out, and playing good defense. Very athletic individual and able to get in there and do the dirty work that the bigs fail to do sometimes. DME allowing way too many second chance opportunities that either lead to second chance buckets or these foul opportunities.
Royal will go to the free throw line for 2. First is up and good. Line drive right in the back of the net. 8-2 lead here early as the second free throw is up and short. Rebound by Charles Davis, and they'll look to trap him right away. He gets it to Arthur Gobert, who takes his time and gets it back to his point guard. Nope, skip past to Marshawn Esters. He'll drive, dish to Chris Gow. Gow goes up and gets fouled. He gets smacked across the face.
Love the feed there from Esters as he gets down the paint, gets the defender to bite, and then dishes it down to Chris Gow. Chris Gow needs to finish that one. He does get hit hard, but see if he can convert these 2 free throws here and kind of get a little something going for this DME offense.
Free throw is up for Gow, and good.
Friendly bounce. Checking the game here is Johnson for Edwards. No, McCree, excuse me.
Free throw is good as Chris Gow makes both of them. 8-4 lead here. Chris Gow coming off an 8-point game against DeLand his last time out. As Covenant Prep looks to drive, as Mo Shaban gets a piece, kick it out to Royal, who get it back to Edwards. Edwards looks to set up the offense. He'll get a screen from Johnson. Kick back to Lamar. Lamar will try to cross Esters, but doesn't. Johnson resets the offense. He'll get a pick from Royal. Royal sets the screen and rolls. A dish out back to Johnson. Johnson takes one dribble, lets it fly, hits the top of the backboard. Rebound, Covenant Prep. Johnson gets his own rebound, drives, Euro steps, and no good. Royal knocks it out of bounds. DME basketball.
DME got lucky there again, failing to box out. DME, I hope you listen to this. Box out, guys. You got to get it done.
Chris Gow's got to grab those rebounds right there, especially top of the key. DME can look to get out and run. Charles breaks another turnover, his third here early, as we're not even through the first quarter yet. Covenant Prep will look to push right back at DME as Johnson will pull it out.
Charles Davis, one of the more athletic and talented guards on this DME regional team, having a tough time early. I'd like to see him turn it around maybe the second quarter.
Lamar pulls up, no good. Rebound, Johnson. Johnson gets it back out to Johnson for three. As Covenant Prep takes an 11-4 lead here with only 1:30 in the first quarter remaining. DME has not done a good job against this 2-2-1 press from Covenant Prep. As Marshawn Essers gets it across half court, he'll kick to Davis. Davis will look to set up some offense. Covenant Prep still in a 2-3 zone as DME gets it inside to Gobert, and he can't convert. Rebound to Edwards. Edwards will push to Johnson. Johnson gets a screen, and he'll dish back to Johnson. Three is up, no good. Another offensive rebound, Covenant Prep. Steal by Davis. He's got 2-on-1. He'll take it himself, get the no finish. He'll go to the line for two. As he needs to convert these free throws to get DME moving on the offensive end.
On that 2-1 opportunity, you'd like to see Shaban kind of flare out, give Davis some more room, and then kick it out, maybe get a little corner mid-range jumper there. Run a little bit too close side by side on that opportunity.
Free throws, good. Checking in for DME, Omar and Luau will get Chris Gow and Arthur Gobert. Checking in for Covenant Prep, number 5, Davis. He is a leading scorer for Covenant Prep. He'll get Johnson. So Covenant Prep bringing their leading scorer off the bench tonight with an 11-6 lead here in the first quarter. We'll see what that does for them today as DME goes to a 2-3 zone. Edwards sets it up. He'll give it to Davis. Davis will run the offense. As Covenant Prep gets in a stack formation against the 2-3 zone. Marshawn Essers pressures Davis. Davis will kick to Edwards. Edwards to Lamar. Back to Edwards inside. They look for the lob. No good. Get the own offensive rebound. Up. And Lamar gets fouled by, we'll see who the foul is called on, is on Luau, his first.
Omar Alabed checking the game here. He missed yesterday. Very physical presence down low defensively. He's going to add some defensive reboundings here. He does a good job off the glass. Look for him here.
Covenant Prep misses the free throw as Lamar, only a sophomore, will have one more attempt. DME giving up a lot of offensive rebounds here in the first quarter as Z will check back in for Mohamed Shaban. As Covenant Prep will stay in this 2-2-1 press. Marshawn Essers gets it, throws it back to Davis. Davis backs out, throws it to Omar. Omar looks to attack, steal Covenant Prep. Another turnover by DME. 4 seconds. 3 as Davis puts it up and no good. As Covenant Prep will lead at the end of the first quarter 12-6. As we said, this game is going to come down to defensive rebounding and turnovers for DME, as it has been a problem all year for this young squad. We'll be back after 30 seconds at the end of the first quarter. Covenant Prep 12, DME 6.
They're playing basketball. We love that basketball. They're playing basketball.
back here at DME as Covenant Prep leads DME's regional high school team 12-6 after one. John, what's DME got to improve on here in the second quarter to get back in this game?
They really got to work on that press break. They did an abysmal job in that first quarter. I've been saying it all game. Got to box out defensively, and then just when you're on the offense and you're working your half-court offense, got to get high-quality looks. Hit the ball through the hoop. Another turnover there. Got to stop getting these unforced errors here. Just play some good, solid, quality basketball, and they got the talent to do it. They just look kind of lost out there to start the game.
DME coming off 20 turnovers their last game against DeLand. Already have 6 here early as Covenant Prep looks to throw the lob again and gets another offensive rebound for Lamar, and he'll put it back in to take a 14-6 lead. DME also missed 2 or 3 layups early. John, make those layups. We got a 1 or 2 possession game.
Oh, absolutely.
Lual with the short corner jumper, air ball, no good.
And Z does a good job feeding it to the big man. Lou Aldis unable to convert on that one. Charles Davis with the defense there. That's Johnson trying to throw down a dunk.
Johnson, the senior, has interest from Rollins as he will go to the free throw line for 2. Very athletic guard.
Looked like he tried to throw that one down, but he was a mile away from the rim. Charles Davis contesting, excuse me.
It's Davis's first foul as the free throw's up and good. Arthur Gobert and Sean Merrill will check in for Marshawn Esters and Omar Abed. 15-6 lead here for Covenant Prep as the second free throw is up and no good. Luau with the rebound. He'll get outlet to Davis. Davis will avoid the trap. Dish to Gobert, who pivots and gets it back to Davis. Davis is fouled by Lamar. That'll be his first. Covenant Prep staying in this 2-3 zone after they press. Charles Davis will take it at the top of the key as they look to get the ball into the middle of the zone. Davis up top, gets it into Gobert. He'll go right. Layup is up and good. 15-8 Covenant Prep as DME will look for a stop here. Try to get back in the game. Davis looks for the coach's command as he will set up the offense for Covenant Prep. Looks like he's going to waste time and make DME guard him as coach finally gives him a call. Davis to Johnson. Johnson back to Edwards. Edwards back to Johnson. He'll look to penetrate but has nothing. Back around to Davis. Davis gets it inside. They find Royal. Up and good. Royal has 6 points here early on.
Good ball movement on that sequence by Covenant Prep as they do an extra pass there, sharing the ball well.
Charles Davis gets it to Z and breaks the press. Z finds Luau up with the right hand as the lefty finishes opposite hand for 2 points. 17-10 Covenant Prep as we finally have some offense as teams are trading buckets here early in the second. Johnson finds Davis. Davis will look to shoot. He's the team's leading scorer. Air balls, another offensive rebound, but Edwards tries to find Lamar, but they can't hook up and turn it over as Craig Roll checks back in for Z and Luau check in for Chris Gow. Or Chris Gow checks in for Luau as Matt Panaggio will take a 30-second timeout as Covenant Prep leads 17-10. John, busy week here at DME. A lot of games. High School National is on the road at Potter's House tonight. Had some games last night, games every day this week. And
should be an exciting week for the DME staff and players.
As the season winds down here in March, we have our DME Spring Prep for post-grad boys and girls March 20th through April 30th. Post-grad boys and girls, your season doesn't end in March. Sign up now at DME Sports Academy for your season to continue March 20th through April 30th here in Daytona Beach, Florida. Sign up now on DMESportsAcademy.com. DME with possession here, 17-10 lead for Covenant Prep as Gobert, he'll inbounds to Davis. Davis dribbles it off his foot, another turnover as Covenant Prep comes right back down and turns it over. Craig Roll with the steal as he dishes to Davis. Davis throws it ahead to Merrill. Merrill looks to back it out, and he'll turn it over. But Covenant Prep steps out of bounds. Johnson steps out, and it'll be DME basketball.
Some sloppy basketball there on both ends. Both teams turning over back to back.
To back. Marshawn
Charles Davis.
will check in the game here next dead ball as Charles gets it up top. Dishes to Sean Merrill. Back to Sean Merrill. Back to Davis. Inside to Gobert. He pivots. Finds Merrill in the corner. Three is up. No good. And foul on Chris Gow as he hits Royal in the head on the rebound. Marshawn Esters will check in for Charles Davis. That is Chris Gow's first foul. Team 6 as DME has 16 fouls and Covenant Prep has 3. Royal will set a screen for Edwards and roll. Edwards dishes to Johnson. Johnson gets in the paint. Easy right-hand layup for the senior as the Covenant Prep will take a 19-10 lead with 4:30 left here in the second quarter as Gobert breaks the press and gets it to Merrill, but he'll walk, and another turnover for DME as we have 4:25 remaining.
Look at here, DME's best defender just going to face guard number 5, Royal. Or Davis, excuse me.
Davis, the team's leading scorer. Very young, only 16 years old, as Craig Roll looks to lock him up and get him out of his rhythm as he finds Royal on the dish. Looked like he took an extra step, but he didn't. Royal finish inside again as he's the team's leading scorer today. DME breaks the press easy, finds Chris Gow. He goes up off the backboard and it rolls in as Gow finds an early bucket here in the second quarter to get himself going. DME's in a man-to-man offense with Craig Roll denying Davis. Johnson will clear it out for himself, go up, no good, get his own offensive rebound, and get the bucket as he is on fire here early also as the coach just clears it out for him and he gets a steal. Second chance, but knocks it out of bounds as he is bringing the energy here for Covenant Prep in the second quarter, John.
DME has no answer for this 2-2-1 press here. They gotten past it like maybe 50% of the time.
Gobert throws it to Shaban. Shaban dribbles it out of bounds. Another turnover off DME as DME's only down 11 here early with a lot of turnovers and giving a lot of offensive rebounds. If they can turn those two things around, they'll be right back in this as they force a turnover. Shaban throws it behind Esters though, but he'll take it mid-range. Good. Cuts the lead to 9, back to single digits.
Good rip there by Craig Rawl, able to turn the ball over, and then good work by Shaban and Esters in transition to get that little mid-range pull-up.
Covenant Prep turns it over again as DME stays in this deny defense, not allowing the team's leading scorer, Davis, to catch the ball. Esters will get it, throw it back to Gobert. Gobert will look to go right to break the press, throws it up, and throws it away. Turnover, DME. Covenant Prep basketball.
DME in this press break, they keep going to the right side. Craig Rawl open, wide open in the middle of the court. They fail to see him. DME needs to do a better job looking over the entire court.
Lamar sets the offense up. Him and Edwards are on the left wing as Craig Roll denies Davis on the opposite wing. They'll just clear out for Lamar. He'll dish to Edwards. Edwards will drive up, down, back up. Fouled by Arthur Gobert. That's team's 7th. Second on Gobert. As Covenant Prep will head back to the free throw line to get it back to double digits. 23-14 lead. First is up and good.
Charles Davis checking the game here for Arthur Gobert. He's been, throughout the season, DME Regional's leading scorer and probably most valuable player
Craig
He needs to get going here.
Craig Roll with the rebound. He gets it up to Shaban as they have a 3-on-2 break. He throws it to Essers. Essers gets it into Gal. Back around to Shaban, and he turns it over. Covenant Prep looks to run as Davis backs it out. Davis turns it over to Davis. Charles Davis will look to drive, get up, and one. Charles Davis with the steal, drives it end to end, and with the finish as DME cuts it 24-16 as we have subs for both teams as number 0, Moore, checks into the game for Covenant Prep, and Z will check into the game for Mo Shaban as Charles Davis looks to add 1.
And that's the Charles Davis really missing the first quarter. He kind of started off a little slow, but he's going to heat up here as the game progresses, and I guarantee he'll have a good second half.
Telemac for Covenant Prep checks in for Lamar as he'll take a seat here with 2 minutes left in the first half. So 2 guys just checking into the game for the first time for Covenant Prep. We'll see how they go as an air ball is thrown up. It'll be DME basketball as Johnson gets
Good defense there by Esters. Making the
Johnson had been hot early, seems to have cooled down. Charles Davis, one-man press break, dishes to Essers in the corner. He'll look to set the offense back up as Craig Roll calls the play. DME sets it up. Covenant Prep switches to a man-to-man as Charles Davis will look to drive. Gets inside, blocked. Royal with the rebound. He looks to push. He'll dish it ahead to Johnson. Johnson spins and throws it between 2 players, and it'll be a turnover. Covenant Prep, DME basketball as Covenant Prep leads here 24-17 with 1:22 left in the first half.
Edwards checking in for Royal here for Covenant.
DME finally easily breaks the press as Covenant Prep has switched to a full court man-to-man, and Marshawn Esters will look to run the offense. He'll dish to Davis as DME waits for the rest of the play to develop. Davis looks to drive and back out. He's guarded by Moore, and Coach Panaggio has had enough of that. He'll call a quick timeout, 30-second timeout, as DME only down 24-17 here in the first half with 59.8 seconds remaining. John, they have a chance to cut this to 2 possessions here before half, as bad as they've played. They
were down double digits early, got it down to 7 here with a little less than a minute left to go in the first half of regulation. Coach Matt Panaggio not happy with that little ISO ball. It's kind of the problem we see in high school basketball. There's no shot clock, so players just kind of dribble around. We've seen it on both ends. What do you think about adding a shot clock throughout the nation in all high school basketball, Schmitty?
It's already been added to a lot of states. Obviously, here at DME and conference games, we play with it. But the state of Florida is yet to play with it. So it makes a big difference for our teams, whether we're playing a conference game or not. I think it adds a good pace to the game and it rewards good defense.
Absolutely.
So it's something, it keeps you in the game the last 3 minutes also. So
rewards good defense if you box out and get the rebound.
Team can't just dribble out the last 3 minutes too. So something good. I think it'll be added here in the next year or 2. So look forward to it as DME will set up here with 50 seconds. They look for a quick layup, double stack screen for Charles Davis as he gets a 3, and it's good. 24-20.
Lish splash. I was taking the bath. That 3 falls. 4-point game here.
DME will look to get a stop as Johnson sets a screen for Davis as he refuses. Gets it inside to Edwards. Edwards gets it back out to Moore. Moore gives it to Telemac. Telemac back to Moore as they look to get it back to Davis, their leading scorer, but Craig Roll doesn't allow him to get it. Johnson, he's been hot today. He looks to drive, gets nothing, gets his own rebound. Stolen by Davis. And we have a jump ball. It'll be DME basketball with 10 seconds remaining as they look to make it a 1-possession game before halftime. Oh, Covenant Prep basketball. As they lob it to Johnson. Johnson kicks out to Telemac. Turnover. Now it'll be DME basketball with 7.8 seconds remaining. throws it into Davis as he looks to push with 5. Davis with 3, kicks it out to Z with 1. 3 is up, no good as Covenant Prep leads 24-20 here at halftime. We'll have some halftime stats here for you in a second. We'll be right back. We're back with halftime stats. Marshawn Esters for DME has 2. Charles Davis has 8. Arthur Gobert has 4. Chris Gow has 5. And Luau has 2. On the Covenant Prep side, Johnson has 5. Jalen Johnson has 5. Edwards has 3. Lamar has 4. And Royal has 7. Also, we talked to Coach Panaggio at halftime. He says his team's allowed 8 offensive rebounds and has 13 turnovers. As John, we said that'd be the key to the game. 13 turnovers early, not good. As Coach Panaggio said, that's what he's looking for in a game.
Yeah, got to cut down the turnover differential for sure. Got to get better work on the glass. Can't be giving up those offensive rebounds, and that's kind of been the story here for the past few games, and kind of DME all around. Like, work better on boxing out, getting the rebound, and just rewarding good defense, like we spoke of earlier. I'm sure Panaggio will talk to his boys in there and get them straight. They usually do better in the second half anyways. They came out very slow, kind of cold, looked almost zombie-like, no energy.
Well, I'd say with those 2 numbers we just read off, only being down 4, he'll take it at half.
Absolutely. Being down 4 or allowing 13 turnovers is almost fiction if you think about it, Schmitty.
He's forcing just as many, though. So we have 5.5 minutes left here in halftime. We'll take a quick 5-minute break, and we'll be back for the second half as Covenant Prep leads DME 24-20.
back to the action here, ladies and gentlemen. On the floor for DME, we've got Esters, we've got Davis, we've got Talipov, Gao, and Rawl for DME.
Covenant Prep back into their 2-3 zone as they'll look to a trap on the sides as Z throws up a quick three up, and we got a 1-point game here in the second half as DME has fought all the way back down double digits as they allow press break as Covenant Prep Royal gets an offensive rebound as
some good work down there by
Gao
Chris
takes it
Gao.
away from him, and Marshawn will look for DME's first lead of the game, I believe. As Davis gets the ball, looks to go to the short corner to Roll, gets it back out to Davis. He pump fakes, gets into the lane, gets it to Roll. He'll back it back out. Back to Esther. Z will try another one, no good. As Edwards gets the rebound, and he'll look to slow it up for Covenant Prep as they look to regain some of this lead that they've lost here in the last 10 minutes of action. Johnson sets it up. He'll get a screen from Royal. Davis fouls Johnson on the drive. He'll go to the line for 2. Charles Davis. Foul is his second. Johnson to the free throw line for Covenant Prep. Free throw is up and no good as it hits the front of the rim. Johnson will look to make it a 2-point game here for Covenant Prep as the second free throw is up and short again, but Roll grabs the rebound. He's the team's leading rebounder. Good pass ahead to Charles Davis as he goes up on Royal, and he takes DME's first lead of this game here in the second half as DME traps, but Roll will bail him out with a foul.
Like the energy DME comes out here in this second half of play. They do take it up to a 1-point lead, their first of the game, as you said earlier. Unfortunate foul there by Craig Rawl during the trap.
His second as Johnson looks to set up the offense here for Covenant Prep. He'll look to get a screen from Royal as Gao looks to trap it, and Davis knocks it away. Davis gets trapped himself, and Royal with the steal as he'll take it inside, dish to Johnson. Johnson will back it back out as he picks up his dribble. He gets it into Royal. Royal finds the open man. No good for the dunk for Lamar, but Royal cleans it up as Covenant Prep takes a 1-point lead. Z drives middle, dishes to Marshawn Esters. He'll fire it up from 3. No good. Rebound, Covenant Prep, as they'll slow it down as McCree looks to get fouled on his way up. Fouls on Z, his first. John DME's done a good job holding on to the ball here the first 3 minutes of the second half, and they've taken the lead as a result of it. Free throw by McCree was up and good as Covenant Prep takes a 27-25 lead with 5:40 here in the third quarter. Second free throw is up and no good. Chris Gao collects the rebound. He dishes to Charles Davis. Charles Davis throws it ahead to Craig Roll, and he spins out of a trap and dishes to Arthur Gobert in the corner. 3 is no good. Charles Davis tries to clean it up but cannot. Rebound by Edwards as Covenant Prep sets up the offense. Craig Roll reads it, steal, and he will get blocked by Edwards, and Covenant Prep comes back with it. They look to push. Marshawn Esters with the steal. He'll throw it against the Roll as Roll finger rolls and gets this one to roll.
The old Craig finger roll. Craig Roll looked like a safety in football on that last steal. Able to get it done in transition, but he gets rewarded on that one. Good assist there by Esters.
Kind of slowed up, and it allowed Edwards to catch up and block the first one, but he didn't do that on the second one as Esters tries to come from behind and slap it away, but fouls. DME fouling a lot early here in the second half. that's already their 4th team foul. Covenant Prep will inbound as Charles Davis looks to get a steal, but a little bit late as Johnson sets it up, and he'll dish to Lamar. Lamar looks to drive, crosses, but he'll back it back out. Tells Johnson to clear out as he wants to go one-on-one. He'll drive, push off, but no call. He misses a layup, grabs a rebound, blocked by Chris Gow. Charles Davis will finally collect it, and DME will slow it up as they
See the
come
push
back
off
down.
there,
Four.
and as the fans like to say, ball don't lie. He missed that layup. Should have been an easy one.
Shaban gets it inside to Gobert. He turns it over on a pass out to Davis as Johnson will look to go up for a layup, and it's good as they take a 29-27 lead here in the third quarter with 4 remaining. And Covenant Prep will get back into their 2-2-1 press as DME gets it to Marshawn Esters, and he gets it to Shaban. As they break the press, get it to Davis in the corner. He drives baseline, tries to get fouled, but no call as Royal collects the rebound and gets it to Edward. Edwards gives it back to Royal, who dishes it back out to the corner but turns it over. DME basketball here with 3 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the third quarter. 29-27 Covenant Prep. Arthur Gobert gets it, drives middle, throws it behind Shaban as he was looking for a basket cut.
Gobert needs to lead the receiver. Football terms there on that pass. Kind of threw it behind Shaban. Shaban was already on his way to the basket.
Only a few turnovers here early in the second half. DME's done a much better job handling the basketball as the scoreboard shows us they're only down 2 here early in the second half. Johnson sets up the offense, looks to get a screen from Royal, refuses, drives, layup's no good. Shaban with the rebound, gets it, throws it off Covenant Prep, but they're able to recover. Lamar recovered the throw off his knee and was able to drive and get a rebound to take a 31-27 lead for Covenant Prep. Gobert dribbles into a trap, and Lamar knocks it out of bounds as it'll be DME basketball here at half court. Gobert will inbounds to Esters as he calls out the offense here for DME. He looks middle but kicks to Davis. Davis back up top. Esters gives it back to him. Davis gets it inside to Gobert. He'll fire up a jump shot, no good. Rebound Johnson for Covenant Prep as they look to push. Gets it to Lamar. He drives baseline, finds a wide open McCree in the corner, and he misses. Offensive rebound, but turns it over. Shaban looks to push 1-on-2, and he'll turn it over and then get it right back. Puts the layup off the backboard, gets his own rebound again. He'll get it to Davis, and DME will back it out as Shaban hustled, making up for his own mistakes.
Shaban looked like he was surprised he got that steal back. Fired that one off the glass high. Good effort on the steal, but got to relax there and get an easier shot with some touch. Davis.
Great call by Matt Panaggio as he sets up the offense, and Charles Davis is able to get an easy layup. 31-29 here to go with 1:51 left in the third quarter as DME sets up into a 2-3 zone. Covenant Prep looks to throw it around outside. McCree back up to Johnson. Johnson dishes to Moore. Moore will fire a 3. No good. Royal loses control, and Luau is able to grab the rebound as Royal and McCree knocked it out of each other's hands, and DME will take advantage as Davis drives, gets it into Luau. He's blocked from behind by Lamar. Moore looks to push as Shaban stops him in transition. He gets it to Royal, who takes an elbow jumper, no good. Easy rebound and put back by Lamar as this lead gets back 33-29. John DME's taking care of the basketball, but giving up those silly offensive rebounds again. So this lead stretched back to 4. As Omar Abed will check in for Arthur Gobert. Arturo. Charles Davis, guarded by Davis, the team's leading scorer for Covenant Prep, who hasn't been much of a factor on the offensive end today. Charles Davis gets a screen for Omar. He'll kick to Esters. Esters drives baseline, tries to find Straban in the corner, but it's knocked out of bounds by Johnson, the senior from Covenant Prep. As DME will run underneath inbounds. Davis comes off the double. Lual slips the screen, tries to back Royal down, puts it up with his left, no good. Royal grabs the rebound as he dishes to Davis. And Davis will look to run some offense for Covenant Prep. He finds Moore. Moore drives baseline, puts a floater up, and good. With 30 seconds remaining here in the third quarter, Covenant Prep will look to set up their 2-2-1 press. Here with only 20 seconds left as DME inbounds. Charles Davis gets it across to Omar. Omar throws it to Esters on the wing, and Esters will back it out as Coach Panaggio yells one shot. DME will look to set up the horn set with 7 seconds remaining. Esters with 5 as he's still at half court. Turns it over to Davis. Fires up a half court shot off the front of the rim. 35-29, Covenant Prep here at the end of the third quarter. 1 quarter left. John,
6-point deficit there.
They were able to cut into the lead.
They were able to take the lead early in the third quarter.
Able to cut into it, but gave it right back. DME looked like they had changed things early in the second half on offensive rebounds and turnovers, but back to the old ways that they had in the first half there to end the third quarter. Covenant Prep leads 35-29 as we start the fourth quarter. We'll take a 30-second break and we'll be right back. Covenant Prep basketball here to start the fourth quarter. DME's down 35-29. John, what do we got to do to get back in this one and pull out the win?
I've been harping on it all day. You have to rebound. Quit turning the ball over and take care of it on the offensive end.
Royal knocks it out of bounds. DME basketball. So we got a 6-point game here with 7:39 remaining as DME looks to cut it to a one-possession game here. Charles Davis brings it up. He'll set up the offense as Covenant Prep's in the 2-3 zone. Z gets it inside to Omar Abed, and it'll be a foul on Covenant Prep. Foul was on 32 Royal, his first. As DME runs the inbounds. Z throws it over top to Luau. Luau takes one dribble left, puts it up off the glass, gets it to fall.
Good move there by the big guy, Lual Maroc there. Finishing with the left hand.
Big baby Lou with the finish as Covenant Prep brings it up court down 4 as Davis kicks to Moore. Moore throws it back up top to Johnson. Johnson gets it to Royal, dishes to the wing to their leading scorer, and he's unable to get it fall. Gets his own rebound, up and under, finish with the left hand for Davis. Charles Davis takes it out for DME. He'll get it ahead to Z. Z out of control, layup. No good. Rebound Lamar. Lamar looks to push in transition. He'll put his head down and go get himself an easy layup as DME has lost control here early in the fourth as Covenant Prep is able to extend their lead 39-31 as Coach Panaggio calls a quick timeout to get his troops realigned. Full timeout DME. As John the trainer misses a paper toss into the trash can here at the timeout. We have 6:42 remaining. We've already talked about DME's spring prep. Also available for high school and post-grad, boys and girls, is DME Summer Prep, July 5th through 30th. Commuter and housing, both options are available. If you are interested in signing up, please go to dmesportsacademy.com to learn more information. John, 39-31. Covenant Prep's been able to extend this thing early here in the fourth.
I might go put a jersey on myself and get in there and start putting a body on someone. I did see Big Lou put a body on Royal. He was able to box out. Just got to get the other 4 guys on the squad to commit. Matt Panaggio not happy with his guys here as the horn sounds off.
Slapping the clipboard. Don't think I've ever seen him break one, though, so about as animated as he'll get is just slapping it.
Seen a clipboard break a time or two in my day.
DME basketball as Arthur Gobert will inbounds. He'll throw to Esters. Esters back to Charles Davis as DME has 2 guys in the middle. And Charles Davis will throw it away. Covenant Prep kick outside to Moore. Moore will fire. No good. Royal with the rebound and another easy bucket off an offensive rebound for Covenant Prep as they'll come back into this 2-2-1 press as they can look to turn DME over and get offensive rebounds. DME breaks the press. Esters kicks out to Gobert. Gobert fires a 3, no good, but Esters gets the offensive rebound. He looks to reset. He'll throw it out to Charles Davis as Davis sets up the offense. He'll let Esters run the show. Esters gets it to Davis, and he's fouled by Moore. Davis is not happy as this lead is extended for Covenant Prep. It'll be DME basketball. That's Moore's first foul. Esters sets up the offense. He gets it to Davis. Davis gets a screen from Gobert. Chris Gow gets the offensive rebound. He looks to go back up, but he'll kick it out to Z. Z drives middle, finds Royal, and he turns it over to Davis. Davis looks to push with the left hand, spin move, up and under, and one. What a move by Davis as he spins up and under reverse, finish with the right hand.
Beautiful spin move there, but I don't know what DME's thinking they're fouling. If we try to go for the ball and just completely whiffed.
Foul is on Esters, his second, as Davis, the team's leading scorer, looked like it there, and he'll add another. As this lead's gotten all the way out to 44-31. Davis looks to push. Gets it across half, gets trapped, and a foul is called on Johnson as Davis narrowly escaped another turnover there. Davis gets it up top. He'll set up the offense. He gets it inside to Gobert. Gobert turns, fires it to the corner to Esters. Esters gets back up top to Davis. Davis
Made him fall.
drops a man, kicks to Esters. Esters puts it up. No good, but Chris Gow boxing out on the offensive end. Gets it back outside to Roll. Roll with a nice pass to Gobert. He'll fire from the corner. No good. Davis with an offensive rebound, just taken away by Royal as he throws an outlet pass to Johnson. Johnson will look, but backs it out. He kicks to Moore. Moore told by the coach to back it out, run the offense.
Charles Davis, DME was unable to convert on that last possession, but looks like Davis took him to the ice rink here in Daytona State. And
looks like we have a little sweat on the ball as they'll look to get a new one. So we get a new basketball here in play. Covenant Prep basketball, they're up by 13 as they lead 44-31 with 4:40 left. We'll see if DME can cut into this lead as they look to just dribble out the clock. As we talked about, no shot clock here, and Gobert just grabs him and fouls. Foul is on Gobert, his third, team 6. Covenant Prep will be in the bonus for the rest of the game as they set up their offense. As Lamar looks to isolate. He crosses Gobert, pulls up from the NBA line, and it's good.
good move there off the dribble. Nice shot there by Lamar.
Esters throws it to Charles Davis. He'll look to go down the sideline again. He gets it to Craig Roll. Ball was not tipped, out of bounds off DME. It'll be Covenant Prep basketball. 47-31 with 4 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter.
DME came out of that halftime break with a lot of energy. They played well, won the first part of that third quarter, ended up going down to 6-point deficit, and they kind of just almost gave up, it looks like here. A lot of turnovers still in this fourth quarter.
Looks like Covenant Prep's coach is going to let Lamar play one-on-one basketball and try to isolate for him here towards the end of the game as he turned it over, though, as DME looks to push. DME gets it to Gobert in the corner. The three is up and good as Matt Panaggio wants to press Covenant Prep himself, and Arthur Gobert with a silly fourth foul that puts Covenant Prep in one-on-one almost 90 feet from the basket. Lamar will go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1 as that's Gobert's fourth, team seventh. Free throw is up for the sophomore and no good. Charles Davis with the rebound. They look to trap him. He goes 1-on-5, but he pulls it out smartly as he gets into the lane. Up and one over Royal. Foul.
Charles Davis dribbling past the entire Covenant Prep defense there, finishing in the lane with the and one try here. That was a beautiful take there by Charles Davis.
Do it in himself as he averages 15 points a game. By far the team's leading scorer, as he only shoots 55% from the free throw line, though. As he missed that one. Covenant Prep will set it up, and it looks like they'll go back to Lamar for the penetration. Looks like they just want to isolate him for the rest of the game against Gobert as he has 4 fouls. And they'll come with the trap. Davis and Gobert trap. Craig Roll with the steal. Great call by Matt Panaggio. And Craig Roll backs it out. He'll give it to Davis. Davis thought about a three, but he'll throw it back out to Gobert. Gobert dishes to Roll. Roll gets in the paint. Kicks to Gow. Gow kicks it to Esters. Esters gets trapped in the corner. And Coach Panaggio called a timeout as he saw his man getting trapped in the corner with an 11-point game. Every possession mattering here with only 2.5 minutes left.
It's a full timeout here called by Panaggio. 2.5 minutes, down 11. The game's far from over, but DME's got to clean it up on both ends of the basketball if they want to come out victorious here. Covenant Prep is in the 1-and-1. All fouls will go to the line.
Covenant Prep only 4 team fouls in the half. They'll have some fouls to waste here if this thing comes down the stretch and they need some time to waste. Charles Davis, the team's leading scorer with 15.1 a game. Z has only been with the team for 5 games, but he's already averaging 9.8 points per game to be the team's second leading scorer. After that, Marshawn Esther is averaging 8.4 a game. And Mohamed Shaban averaging 6, and Arthur Gobert averaging 6.2. Arthur Gobert is also the team's leading three-point shooter at 36.4%. As we said, Z's only been with the team for 5 games, but he is averaging 41% from three-point land, as he has done great here early for the team and has been a great addition. DME will inbound underneath as they get it to Gobert. We just talked about his three-point range, but he'll
pass
miss.
There by Craig Roll.
Great offensive rebound by Roll. Marshawn Esters can't get it to fall, but he gets his own offensive rebound, and DME will back it back out as they look to cut it to single digits with under 2.5 remaining here in the fourth quarter. As Davis gets it to Esters and gets it back to him, gets a screen from Gobert, looks to drive, gets it to Roll. Wide open in the corner for Esters. Three is no good. And
Craig Rawl with another good pass. DME just able to convert. He gets a steal there.
DME looking to push. They have numbers. Three-on-three break, actually. Davis goes up and over Royal, and he gets it to fall. We got a 9-point game with 1:52 as DME's finally cut into this 10-point deficit. Got it back to single digits as Johnson blows the layup. Chris Gow with the rebound. DME, for some reason, taking their time. Chris Gow wide open underneath. Charles Davis finds him, and we got a 7-point game with 1.5 minutes remaining. DME's back in it, ladies and gentlemen, as Covenant Prep calls timeout. 30-second timeout.
Schmitty over here getting crazy. Haven't seen him this excited since Alabama-Clemson. Clemson did win that game, however, Schmitty.
Yep, you must be talking pregame there. DME has cut into this thing, finally started taking care of the basketball, forcing Covenant Prep to turn it over. Finally getting some offensive rebounds themselves and some second chance points.
DME got on that press and paid off well for him. Closed the lead down to 7, single digits. It was about 12 before. Got 1.5 minutes left, and like I said, if they just keep it cleaned up on both ends of the basketball, they can still win this game. Good play by Craig Rawl late here in the fourth quarter with some nice passing and stealing.
Look for Coach Panaggio to come out here in a press. DME might trap the first pass here. We'll see. They're coming out in a diamond press here. And they'll look to trap the first pass as they get it trapped. And Craig Roll with the steal. He gets it out to Davis. Davis has Omar wide open under the rim, but doesn't see him. He'll back it out as they try to run a play to get another easy bucket. Esters gets it to Roll. Roll gets a screen. And he'll kick it to Davis in the corner. Davis finds Esters. Esters back to Omar, and he turns it over as Johnson will take it to coast. No good. And Davis, team's leading scorer, gets an easy finish at the rim with nobody sprinting back for DME. And Esters taking his time here with only 50 seconds left, down 9. Davis throws a script pass to Roll. Roll takes a shot, no good. Rebound, Chris Gow. Chris Gow not even looking at the rim, throws it up. Rebound, Royal. Royal throws it towards us, but Davis is there and he'll back it out. Marshawn Esters with the pressure, but he fouls him. Davis will go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. As Arthur Gobert checks in for Omar Abed and Craig Roll checks out of the game for Z. As DME checks in some three-point shooters as Davis hits the first free throw. Second free throw is up and good. Gobert inbounds it with 30 seconds remaining. DME cut it to 7, but it's back to 11 as they'll run the horn set. Davis looks for a quick three, up and no good. Rebound by Johnson, the senior. He'll get it to Moore as they'll look to run out the final 16 seconds. As DME will match up, and they'll let this thing run out. Actually, Gobert will commit his 5th foul, so he'll go take a seat. It's 8.6 remaining.
And DME had a chance there. Close it down to 7. Got the ball back off a steal from Craig Rawl. And
A.J. Gardino will check in with 8.6 remaining.
The left-handed ISO specialist, A.J. Gardino, in the gym, 25-8. And yes, I mean every day and then some. Works on his craft more than anyone here at DME.
Johnson knocks down the first free throw as he's gotten the lead to 12. Covenant Prep's done their job knocking free throws down here at the end of the game as DME will look for a quick shot as Z throws it up and it'll be no good. Covenant Prep prevails 53-40 as DME wasn't able to complete the comeback as they took the lead in the second half. but Covenant Prep answered. We'll be back here shortly with stats in just one moment.